What's going on, guys? DMN Punisher here, and back with another Naruto tier list. This is the character tier list in general, from their personality, and I'm tiering them from their personality and powers and stuff like that, stuff they have done and stuff like that. And yeah, I'm gonna go from top to bottom, not bottom to top. And as this video goes on, I'm going to be looking up character names and stuff like that because I forget the character's name and writing them down in tier list. So I didn't know what to put for the top tier, but these are the top tier, my favorite characters of all time and in the show. And this is based on their personality in the show, what they've done, and their power, and what they're their full power. And yeah, this is all in the top tier. Of course, we have to have the main character, my boy Naruto, Uzumaki from Shonen Jump and Shippuden, and of course Boruto. I'm only gonna be um I'm only gonna be using the characters in Shonen Jump and in Shippuden, not Boruto. Boruto tier list will come in its own video. But the reason why I put Naruto, not just because he's the main character at the top list, top tier, but his backstory. He has one of the, if not the saddest backstories of all time in anime. Um, a lot of people hate the show, a lot of people love the show, but yeah, if you wonder why my voice is so close, is because I'm using my microphone. And yeah, Naruto has a lot of power, some that he has not shown, some that we've all seen, and yeah, that's why I believe he's at the top. And his power, he knows Sage Mode. He's become the 7th Hokage. Um, and yeah, I will put a disclaimer at at the beginning of this video and in the title and in the description that this is a spoiler alert for people who have not watched all of Shonen Jump or all of Shippuden. And yeah. Anyway, on to the next person, and the next one has to be my boy Sasuke. Sasuke, of course, one of the second most saddest backstory of all time, um, besides Naruto's, in the Naruto Shonen Jump and Shippuden series. Sasuke, of course, his personality, he grows as the show goes. Um, I didn't really like him when the show started, and then I started liking him as Shippuden came around. And yeah, um, also his power, he has the Sharingan, of course, and in Shippuden he gets the Rinnegan, of course, and that boosts his power a crap ton. And yeah, um, he beat his brother Itachi, didn't kill him, he just beat him. Itachi died by his own hand, I guess. And yeah, Sasuke's at the top tier. Um, his Suzuno when he faced Danzo was great. He beat Danzo within an inch of his life. He did kill him. So yeah. Um, Anyway, on to the next fellow, and it has to be Itachi Uchiha. Itachi Uchiha is, if not the, but he is my favorite character of all time. It's because of his backstory. His backstory from killing the Uchihas, being the first youngest ever Anbu Black Ops member. Um, yeah, that just says it all. Being youngest Anbu Black Ops, to killing the Uchiha clan besides Sasuke and Obito and Madara. I think Madara was already dead by the time by those events, and yeah. But Sasuke, not Sasuke, but Itachi has a lot of great power. Uh, he was ordered to kill his whole clan. He was ordered to kill his whole clan and flee the village after. And yeah, it's sad, but it's true. Again, this whole video is full of spoiler alerts, so be careful of watching this video. Um, and yeah, uh, Itachi versus Sasuke was great. I loved that battle. I think everybody loved that battle. Everybody knew it was coming. The series kind of indicated that it was going to be happening. And yeah, um, Itachi, one of the best Genjutsu users, one of the best shinobi in the world, in my eyes. Um, anyway, on to the next person. I don't want to make this video too long, but on to the next person. Everybody's gonna hate me for this, but Sakura Haruno. She is not useless, my guy. People who call her useless are complete idiots. She has saved Naruto and Sasuke's life many, many times. She has the medical ninjutsu she learned from Tsunade. She has like gorilla type freaking punch power. She can punch somebody into oblivion, dude. Sakura is not useless. In the fourth Great Ninja War, she is good. It's when she unlocked the 100 healings, I think that is. I forget what it is, but she's not useless. She might be useless in the first part of Shonen Jump, but as the show goes, she is good. Anyway, um yeah, she's just basically perfect, I guess. Um she deserved Sasuke in Boruto and at the end of Shonen not Shonen Jump, but Shippuden. She deserved Sasuke after all of that. Uh, and yeah, that was one of the most joyful and heartfelt things that I've seen in ever. Naruto is the first anime that I've ever watched besides Dragon Ball Z, all of the Dragon Ball Z, and Pokemon. Um, anyway, on to the next one. Madara Uchiha. One of the first, if not the first well, no, one of the first Uchihas, the best Uchiha in my eyes. He's one of the great antagonists. Uh, he is a great villain. We all know why he became the villain is because the Senju clan and the Uchiha clan went to war. People died, and Madara's brother died, and he wanted peace. And the only way he could find peace was in an infinite Genjutsu. Uh, Madara's power. Uh, he's his perfect Susanoo, whatever. Susanoo is what I call it. Is great. Uh, his Sharingan is great. He defeated at least half of the Allied forces in the Fourth Great Ninja War, reanimated, mind you, in with his bare hands, just from taijutsu, dude. Tell me that doesn't say something about Madara's power. Anyway, on to the next guy, Obito Uchiha, the guy who everybody thought died but actually lived because Madara saved him. Well, Madara saved him. Um, Obito, uh, they didn't give him a lot of screen time until the end of the last couple of seasons of Shippuden. But when he was Toby in the orange mask and in the white mask, he was great. He was good comic relief in in the thing in the show, and yeah, his power with one Sharingan, he could defeat anybody with one Sharingan. After what Madara taught him and him training for years on end. Um, yeah, that's about it. They didn't give him much screen time throughout Shippuden and stuff like that, besides the Nine Tails attack, which they did the flashback and stuff like that, and I'll get back to that later. Anyway, next up, the first ever Hokage, the god of Shinobi, Hashirama Senju, the first Hokage. The master of the wood style, the first ever man to use wood style besides Yamato. Um, and yeah, um, Hashirama Senju, great, great guy. Uh, the grandfather of Tsunade Senju, mind you. And yeah, his power, Wood Golem Jutsu, one of the best jutsus that I've ever seen. And he defeated Madara almost twice with it. And yeah, let's just say that much. And he mastered Sage Jutsu, the Sage mode, and all that stuff. Uh, and yeah, next up, Toby, his brother, Toby Rama Senju, the guy who hates Uchihas, the racist against clans. He created the Rasengan. He created Shadow Clone Jutsu. He created the Reanimation Jutsu, mind you. He created a lot of jutsus, and so has Hashirama. Um, he is fast. He created the Flying Rasen. Tobirama did, not Minato. Minato did not create the Flying Rasen. And yeah, Tobirama scared the living crap out of Sasuke by lifting one finger. This guy doesn't care because he has his arms crossed all the time, and yeah. Anyway, on to the guy. The guy with the mask. The guy who wears his headband across one eye. The guy with the weird hairstyle. It is Kakashi Hatake, the copycat ninja of the Hidden Leaf Village. The guy with the one Sharingan. The guy that knows over 1,000 jutsu and has proven it how powerful he is. He is one of the top tier. He is the, if not one of the, but he is the top tier Jonin in the village, if not one of the best ninja I've ever seen. The fight against Zabuza in the beginning, the first battle, was great. How fast and how easily he can manipulate people's movements and their jutsus and stuff like that because of the Sharingan. And yeah, um, Kakashi, everybody knows how he is. He's the teacher of all teachers. He's just a lot of stuff. Anyway, uh, on to the next guy. Rest in peace, my guy, Jiraiya. I don't know his last name, but it's Jiraiya. Pervy Sage, the master of the Toad Sage mode. Jiraiya, one of the legendary Sanin. Um, he is great. Rest in peace, my guy. Um, he didn't get to see Naruto master Sage mode. He's the one who taught Naruto all of this stuff. Um, he's the one who taught Naruto to do whatever he does anymore. And yeah, too bad he had to die halfway through Shippuden by Pain Nagato, or Yahiko is who the body of Pain is. The one with all the piercings and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, Jiraiya was a great teacher. He was a great guy. The guy who made the Makeout Paradise, Makeout Tactics, and all that stuff. That book that Kakashi reads all the time. And yeah, Jiraiya, rest in peace, my guy. Uh, and I hope you're proud of what Naruto has done. Anyway, on to the next guy in the top tier. The toppest tier, if that's even a word. Minato, I don't know his last name, but it is not Uzumaki. It is something else. But Minato, the father of Naruto, the guy who mastered the Rasengan and the Flying Rasen, the guy who is the yellow flash of the leaf, the guy that if you see him, you run, no matter what. And he is one of the two only men to beat the Raikage speed besides Naruto, and we know how that worked out. Uh, Minato, great, great guy. Um, Father of Naruto, of course. Naruto looks exactly like his father, besides with the whiskers and stuff like that. Um, and yeah, next up, well, the reason why I can't say anything much else about Minato is because they didn't give him much screen time. And yeah, next up, the mother of the main character, Kushina Uzumaki, the mother of Naruto. Kushina Uzumaki was the Jinchuriki before Naruto, of the Nine Tails, Kurama, of course. And she was a great mother. Too bad Minato and Kushina died when Naruto was born. On Naruto's birthday, of course. If you think about it, Naruto's birthday is both happy and tragic because on his birthday is the anniversary of the Nine Tails attack on the Hidden Leaf Village and the anniversary of his parents' death and also his birthday. So, yeah, that it's kind of sad if you think about it, but yeah. Again, they didn't give her much screen time besides the flashbacks, so we didn't get to see much of her power or what she could do. The red hot habanero beat up all the kids and all that, and yeah, that's about all I can say for her. But she's at the top because of the uh, talk that she had with Naruto. Almost made me tear up, made me almost cry. She was gonna be an A until I saw that scene, dude. Anyway, next up, the third Hokage, the old man, Hiruzen Sarutobi, the father of Azuma Sarutobi. Rest in peace, Azuma. Hiruzen, uh, great, great Hokage. He basically raised Naruto, I would say, besides Iruka and Kakashi and all the other Jonin, and Jiraiya, of course. Hiruzen was there for Naruto. He was there for almost everybody. He was the Hokage, so he's basically the father of the village, basically, I should say. Um, and yeah, Hiruzen, master of the Grim Reaper Death, the Reaper Death Seal. Um, and yeah, that's about all I can say about him because they didn't give him much screen time besides the death when Orochimaru killed him in Shonen Jump at the end. And yeah, um, anyway, on to the next guy. This guy has determination and the power of youth. Rock Lee. The only reason why he is on the top tier is because of his determination, his power of youth, I should say. And he is a great shinobi. Um, and yeah, too bad we don't know who his real parents are. Um, at least I don't know who his real parents are. But yeah. Um, and you guys see why I didn't put Might Guy in the top tier is you'll see why in the part 2 of this episode of this. But yeah, Rock Lee, great. Next up, I don't want this video to be too long, but next up is Haku. Haku, one of the first people that Naruto Kakashi Team 7 has battled. Haku, his Kekkei Genkai is ice, basically. It's a mixture of wind and water. Haku, sad backstory. That's basically why I put him in the top tiers, because of his backstory, his personality, after being raised by Zabuza Momochi, which he is next up, by the way. But his power is top tier no matter what, because he could literally kill anybody in a blink of an eye. And yeah, next up, Zabuza, the demon of the Hidden Mist Village. Zabuza Momochi, he is one of the 7 deadly swordsman of the hidden mist village. He, yeah, self-explanatory. If you guys never watched Naruto before, watch it and you'll find out why he's in top tier. Um, Too bad he was killed, um, but he didn't go out without a fight. The reason why he's at top tier, just with a kunai knife, his arms disabled because of what Kakashi did, and he took out a whole group of people with spikes and spears and swords and knives in his back and killed everybody, even Gato. And that takes some skill, dude. Next up is Hinata Hyuga. Hinata Hyuga. Self-explanatory, dude. Just look at her. um, Great mother of Obito. Baruto, the great wife. We all knew that she had a crush on Naruto throughout the whole freaking series, and she's a Hyuga. She has the Byakugan, so her power's unmatched between anybody. Um, she has the gentle fist, which is taijutsu mixed with chakra. She hits a chakra point of yours, you're basically dead if she hits the heart. And yeah, next up on the top tier list, there are three more people. Shikamaru Nara. Self-explanatory, he is a genius. He is like Albert Einstein mixed with like Stephen Hawking and like Bill Gates and Elon Musk type intelligence all together. Um, Shadow possession jutsu, his shadow jutsu that was passed down in his clan to him. And in Boruto, he looks exactly like his father without the scars. Too bad what happened to his father. Shikamaru, everything's a drag. I said the thing. Um, Too bad they didn't give him much screen time, or I would say more about him. But yeah. Next up is the main antagonist in Shonen Jump, Orochimaru, one of the three legendary, the other legendary Sannin, one of the three. Reason why he's in top is because of his power. His personality was basically like a normal movie villain, I should say, like one of those classic movie villains. And yeah, he's great with power. He uh, knows a lot of forbidden jutsus that could literally end the world if he wanted to. Um, and he's a genius too, just like Shikamaru, but he has more experience underneath his belt and all that stuff. So, yeah. Next up, the last guy that I'm going to have in this video is Pain slash Nagato. If you guys did not know, Nagato is an Uzumaki. Um, Apparently an Uzumaki, quote unquote. But we don't know that. Um, I'm gonna go with the Pain, and then I'm gonna talk about Nagato. Pain is the body of Yahiko, the best friend of Nagato. He died by, I think, one of the Kage. Uh, and yeah, basically that's it. Anyway, Nagato, great personality. Apparently he got the Rinnegan from Madara, but we do not know how. I don't know how he got the Rinnegan from Madara. Apparently he got the Rinnegan from somebody. Um, he got it from Madara, most likely, because Madara unlocked his Rinnegan before he died in that cave with Obito. And yeah, Nagato, one of the great Pain and Nagato, one of the great villains of the series. Destroyed the whole village in just one jutsu, the almighty push. And yeah, that's basically it for the top tier. The A tier will be in the next part 2. And yeah, I'm going to go edit this video, upload it, and then I'll make part 2 later on after I look up more names and write them down on the tiers that they should be. And A tier will be the next video. And yeah, I will see you guys in part 2. Peace.